Hey everybody, it's me, Zach, and welcome back to my channel. Hi everybody, hi, hello! Do you have some time today? Do you have some time today to talk with me about Girl World's cringiest love triangle since Garlic Bread was in the DMs with Just Brazen and Jessica Messica? Are you ready to do that with me today? Because it's giving ick. It's giving gross. It's giving, I can't believe we're still doing this. We're still talking about this. If you don't know, I hold many capacities. I hold many multitudes. And that contains the multitude, that contains the capacity of being able to drag not just Amberlynn Reid, not just her feeder girlfriend, Tommy Salami, Emily Bemily. I don't know what Emily Bemily means. It just felt like it needed a rhyme since I just rhymed Tommy Salami. And it of course means I hold the multitude and capacity to criticize Rachel. Rachel Reacts, because she just clearly has not learned a single goddamn thing and continues to just look absolutely ridiculous and pathetic. So stay tuned because I have the time for all of them, okay? All right? I do feel the need to be clear about that. I just got off of these 2 videos about Rosie and Amberlynn. Actually, I think my last 3 videos have been about, well, is that true? I don't know. Regardless, the last 2 videos for sure have been about Amberlynn and Rosie. And people thought, and part of this is my fault, right? Like, I do feel like I need to clarify. I gave the misimpression that just because I was dragging Miss Rosie's ass, that doesn't mean that Amberlynn can't get a little too. And trust, Amberlynn is queen fool over here, all right? I just have had time for more people. So I know people come into my audience at different points. People might not know my full history of my entire catalog of videos, but I've been hating on Amberlynn for a long time at this point, and I have the capacity to do that exact same thing to other weirdos on the internet, like Tommy Salami, Emily Bemily, and Rachel. Emily Bemily and Tommy Salami, by the way, same person. In case that's confusing to you. So let me just get started with Miss Rachel, and not the good Miss Rachel, the one that advocates for children in Palestine and all over the world, but the bad Miss Rachel, the one that likes to flirt with death feeders to get tea.
Screenshots have been shared that show me saying that I flirted with Emily to get the tea. And I did say that. The screenshots are real, as I've already said. And I think this is kind of funny, and I'm going to just touch on this now. So I wanted the tea. I run a Girl World YouTube channel, so getting receipts and proof about one of the girls is super, super valuable to me. It's valuable monetarily, obviously, because I make profit off the videos. All of that stuff is super valuable. My goal is to analyse the girls the best way I possibly can. So in order to do that, I want to see the proof, and I'm not going to lie about that. I absolutely do. And it is completely true that during my texting with Emily, I was much kinder to her than I might have otherwise been. I was much nicer. I was much more jokey. I sent some winky face. Actually, I don't even know if I sent winky faces, but I definitely was somewhat more amenable to her than I could have been because I wanted her to feel comfortable with me and give me all of the proof, right? I don't think anybody is going to send somebody else like 150 screenshots, videos, various other stuff without you making them feel comfortable. So I describe that as flirting in the Discord, and I probably stand by that. I definitely did flirt with her a little bit. I don't give a fuck about that. I think flirting so that you can make more money is totally normal. People do it when they're bartenders, burlesque dancers, so many different professions. You'll be a bit nicer than you want to be to somebody because you're trying to get ahead in your career. This is one thing that I'm not gonna kind of recant on because I think that flirting with somebody is literally no big deal. I think that people having a huge problem with me flirting with somebody a tiny bit to get more information is like kind of weird. Like, why do you care who I flirted with? Now I understand the argument is that she's a death feeder and that's why I shouldn't have flirted with her. If you saw this alleged flirting, you'd be like, oh, because it was literally nothing. I just personally think that it's no big deal. If you feel that it's a huge deal, that's cool. That's your opinion, and you're genuinely within your rights to have that, and I support you having a different opinion from me, right? Because that's what life is all about. I'm not trying to be in an echo chamber, but I just want to say my view on my own actions in that situation is that me flirting with somebody to get more tea is really no big deal, and it happens in a multitude of jobs, and if you think it doesn't, you're objectively wrong.
If you don't know Miss Rachel's background, I've got to stop calling her Miss Rachel because that really is a disservice to the good Miss Rachel. If you're not familiar with Rachel's tea, is that a few months ago, I should actually have it pulled up so I can just talk facts with you. But a few months ago, she got herself into some hot water because she got caught in this Discord, okay? Oh my gosh, I just typed in Rachel thinking it was going to bring up Rachel Reacts, but again, brings up the good Miss Rachel, not weirdo that flirts with death feeders on the internet. Okay, got it now. So a few months ago, Rachel was out here and she was like, ooh, look at all this exclusive tea, only to find out that a lot of stuff got leaked from this private Discord that she was in with these other weirdo reactors, some other weirdo reactor super fans, things like that. And she's sitting in this Discord talking about the way she got the tea is it's by flirting. By flirting with Tommy Salami, Emily Beverly. Can you believe it? She's out here. And she was proud about it too, because in her apology, she came back and she was like, hey everybody, listen, it's normal. It's normal to flirt to get ahead in your job. It's normal for some people to flirt, but in this case, it's weird. You're a weirdo, Rachel. So anyways, Rachel comes back and Rachel's like, y'all, this is 2 days ago, mind you. She comes back with this video and she's like, y'all, I've got absolute proof that Amberlynn lied about being kicked in 2025. And basically the proof comes down to Emily had told her this story at some point about how that wasn't real, about how Amberlynn was lying about getting kicked by Emily Bemily. And Rachel had these old text messages or DMs or whatever from Emily where they were talking about this incident where Tommy Salami Emily Bemily said, sorry, there's so many fucking names. Tommy Salami Emily Bemily says, oh, by the way, that didn't happen. Okay, so then Miss Rachel's like, well, let me just email you now because Amberlynn's over here on Lolcow Live saying she's never lied about anything, nothing serious, whoever, whatever. So Rachel said, I bet Emily Bemily, Tommy Salami is still fantasizing about being with me. Let me respond to an email she sent me in January. I'm gonna ask her, hey, did you lie about this? Tommy responds and said, no, I didn't.
Say, I've never lied about anything serious. And I thought, that's definitely not true. So I thought, fuck it, I'm going to ask her. So I emailed Emily. Well, I replied to an email from Emily, as you can see here. This was from like 5 days ago. So January 29th, 2026, I emailed Emily and said, did you lie when you told me you didn't kick Amber on those 2 occasions? Emily replies, no, 1 word. This is from 2026, this January, like a couple of days ago. So even now, when they're sorting it out, I can still get a reply from Amber Reed's girlfriend. The fact that she would even reply to an email from me, a reaction channel, is fucking scandalous. If the two of you are trying to sort your relationship out behind the scenes, and Amber is seemingly backing you up on Lolcow Live and not letting anybody talk about you, why the fuck are you replying to me, a reaction channel? Surely you must have known I was going to share this email, right? I owe you no loyalty. You're helping me prove your girlfriend is a lying scumbag. So, anyway, that's the email. It's very clear that deep down, Emily's loyalty lies with herself and absolving herself of the lies that Amber's told about her. She gives no shits about their relationship. She is a loose cannon. She is not to be trusted. This relationship is a fucking joke. And I just think, and I'm sure you'll all agree, Emily wants this. She wants the drama.
Okay, so as I'm editing this in, I'm realizing I didn't say nearly enough about this because just listening to her in this clip is bonkers. It's bonkers. She's using this email from Emily to justify saying Amberlynn Reed lied. See, here's proof. But in the same fucking clip, in the same fucking breath, We got Rachel over here saying Tommy's not to be trusted. Emily's not to be trusted. Which is it, girl? Which is it? Is it solid proof for you or not? And then she's on here saying, well, Emily clearly loves the drama. Emily clearly loves the attention. Yeah, and you're giving it to her. You're sitting here sending her personal emails. You're flirting with her. You're a weirdo, Rachel. You're so weird. So I just want to say the thing about this is, first of all, both Emily Bemily and Amberlynn Reid are toxic people who abuse people in their lives. And I think, I don't even want to necessarily say allegedly, but allegedly, according to like documented evidence from both of them, demonstrating the toxic relationship between the two of them, I don't think at this point there's any denying that both of these people are awful. There's also so many content creators out there who are able to take Amberlynn's own words from archived videos that aren't even on Amberlynn's channel anymore and are able to show the ways that she contradicts herself and lies about the things, especially in regard to Emily. And you know what none of those people had to do, Rachel? You know what not a single fucking one of them had to do? Flirt with a death beater, okay? It's weirdly. We all know Amberlynn's a liar. We all know Tommy Salami's a liar. You do not have to be sitting in these DMs with Miss Emily Bemily, Tommy Salami, helping her get her kitty wet, okay? You don't have to be sitting over here helping her do all that. You don't. You can get the tea other ways. And in fact, it doesn't even seem to be that worth it for you because, girl, you're out here DMing her again and you ain't never gone back to the kind of views you had before you were in her DMs. So what made you think that this was gonna bring you back to the promised land of girl world? Like, girl, please be serious. And listen, I'm not trying to shade you for 26,000 views, whoever, whatever. Sometimes that's how many views I get, okay? It's just to say this is not what your audience wants. And the fact that you can't stay out of her DMs, to me, suggests that you really are interested in something because you got all the tea and evidence you need at this point, okay? You don't need to keep going back for more. And I will say I'll show one clip from Miss Rachel where she's sitting over here acted like, she has no interest in Tommy, but she sure did get what she wanted from Tommy.
It's done.
Sorry, that made me laugh and I fucked up the screen recording. There's this hilarious narrative that I was trying to get with Emily, which is absolutely untrue. I wanted proof, I wanted screenshots, I wanted receipts. I was not interested in getting with Emily. So just to be clear. And I think it worked a little bit too well and Emily thought that I liked her. I did not. And she definitely did like me, which I think is part of the reason Amber hates me so much. I wanted to know what happened and we got it, we've seen the proof now, so it worked.
So girl, miss me with that. I guess maybe the only thing that you could say came from this is that Amberlynn did, in fact, crash out on Lolcow bus the night that this happened, the night that this got posted. People started sending super chats about it. She started, having a breakdown about it in her live stream. She had some back and forth with Keem about, if people were allowed to. Keem is like, hey, by the way, we're going to have everybody talking about, I'm no longer protecting Tommy Salami on this network. And the LCU, people are welcome to talk about her in whatever ways they want, and Amber just crashing out. And then, so I'm not going to cover all of that live stream because that's a lot. And then last night, Lolcow Lolcow Bus had a live show where apparently, once again, Amberlynn was crashing out about Tommy Salami. And we are going to tune into an Apathetic Facts video. So shout out to Apathetic Facts. Of course, I'll leave you linked down below. God knows that I'm not going to watch any of the shit from the Lolcow universe directly if I don't have to. And plus, I don't have that kind of time. So... but I am always intrigued. I watch enough, trashy romance reality TV dating shows like Love is Blind, Love Island, this, that, the other. I love a love triangle, okay? So you do got me tuned in. I will give one thing to Rachel. She's got me tuned in to see this twisted little triangle between the three of them. But it is so pathetic on every single one of their parts. Let's just be very clear about that. So anyways, this is a video from Apathetic Facts channel. It's the most recent one. It's called Amberlynn Reads Snaps and Spills New Tea About Emily. So, oh God. And let me be clear, Amberlynn is pathetic for sticking with Tommy Salami. And I 100% believe Tommy Salami, Emily Bemily, has this massive humiliation kink, both for being humiliated herself, but also for humiliating her partners, clearly. She loves to see Amberlynn miserable, and it's weirdly, and it's weirdly, and it's weirdly, and you wouldn't catch me in a situation like that, just to be clear. But let me shut the fuck up and let's get to, shall we? Alright, so the starting screen says, "Hey girls, welcome back to another recap of The Bus, where the script is falling apart faster than Amber's patience. Scooter's out, the new host isn't playing personal mute button, and suddenly Amber's usual control tactics are not landing the way they used to. Today's stream is basically a masterclass in what happens when the person used to running the room realizes she's not actually running the room anymore. And if you thought the drama peaked yesterday, buckle up." Ooh, okay, it's been a while since I watched an Apathetic Facts video. In fact, I think maybe the last time that I watched one was back when Amberlynn struck their channel back in the day. And I did say at the time that, like, Apathetic Facts probably was transformational, but was, like, very loosely. Like, I did see where the lines were blurred, where, like, perhaps they could do more editing. And I appreciate this text interlude of what's going on here. I can't wait to see what else Apathetic Facts has to bring to the table.
Says she's not actually running the room anymore.
Oh, I see, and I could have just let her read that out loud for me, and I didn't. I just thought it was text on the screen. Okay, well, my bad. I'll let you finish.
"And if you thought the drama peaked yesterday, buckle up."
There is a couple things to address, right? It was announced today on Lolcow Live that Scooter did quit. Scooter has left the LCU. Why did Scooter say he left? Keem's only response was he's not having a great time, or he's not happy.
WTF, it's hypocrisy, you know?
Hypocrisy.
Hypocrisy. I might also, some of y'all were like, "Zach, if you want to watch Barbecue Chillin's videos, you can always slow them down." And we might do that just a little bit here, because they do sound funny to me. So I'm going to put them on 0.9 and see if that helps.
So, yeah, the changes to Bus, no one actually knows what's going to happen. I think you said, Keem had a conversation with you, you had a conversation with me, I don't know if you talked to Fupa. The next Bus host...
Did he talk to you, Fupa?
No, we talked about something else, though.
Keep going, keep going.
If you don't know, Sweet Tea, I haven't talked about the Lolcow universe in a minute. Sweet Tea got booted from the show a while ago. They had auditions for a new host. This is Fupa Cheese in the upper right-hand corner. She used to have a reaction channel. She has a questionable history of sending money and touching the poo with Shani for Christ and Rev. And I don't know, she did have some good drags from what I saw of clips, but very fascinating in general. And then this guy, his name's Tech Talk? Something? I don't know. I've heard his name before, but I don't know much about him, to be honest with you. And he's seemingly been filling in since Scooter quit.
The new host of Bus will be revealed tomorrow on Bus. No one knows, not even ALR, who it is.
And trust me, I begged him to tell me, and he wouldn't. And no, this is not my choice, and I never thought it was my choice. I thought that I would have a say, like a little opinion, but...
I do not want Gidgey.
Oh,
yeah, it seems like that.
Ooh.
I think we all know why. She leaks DMs and spills everyone's personal information. I don't want to work with somebody like that.
Gidgey's a weirdo. Gidgey's a Also, if you don't know Gidgey, that's Scooter's mom. She's a weirdo and she's racist.
But do you see how dramatic it would be? It would be good content.
Yeah, but it would also be a lot of yelling.
Yeah,
People
and
love yelling.
Can we just pause and appreciate the irony of what we just watched? They're talking about hiring a new host, and the conversation immediately turns into Amber openly admitting that the most important qualification is chaos. Fupa lays out a perfectly reasonable
Fupa.
concern. She doesn't want to work with someone known for leaking DMs and airing out personal information. So on one hand, Amber is actively advocating for bringing in someone specifically because they create explosive, invasive drama. She's smiling about yelling matches because, in her own words, people love yelling.
And honestly, I do fear that is what the Lolcow universe audience at large seems to like. That really does seem to be their bread and butter, the formula for all of their shows. For me, it's a no. For me, it's a I'm not interested. And interestingly, also, like, the thing about, like, leaking DMs and stuff like that, I don't know. Amberlynn, it's hard for me to gauge what is and isn't acceptable for her on this show. And a large part of the reason that I don't like a lot of this is because it also just doesn't feel entirely authentic and genuine. I mean, we've seen Amberlynn have real-time crash outs on live streams and things like that in the past where, like, I do generally think that that's her real reaction to things. And it's honestly so hard to feel like any of this is authentic, so I don't really care who they bring in to replace. Honestly, what I would love is for whatever it is to make Amberlynn leave this show behind. Unfortunately, I do think she's getting a lot of, like, affirmation from people right now, at least in the Lolcow universe, that she's, like, making good TV, that she's making good content. And that's more affirmation than she's received probably ever on YouTube. Even if it's, like, affirmation for all the wrong things, you know what I'm saying?
But on the other hand, the entire rest of this stream is her having a meltdown because she feels used as content, specifically when it comes to her relationship and her girlfriend's past. You can't sell chaos as entertainment when it benefits you and then suddenly declare chaos off limits when you're the—
Also, though, that's always been Amberlynn's MO. And honestly, that's why I'm like, she could be making money directly on her own. Well, not really, because she's demonetized, but eventually on her YouTube channel, she could be making the same content and getting it all directly sent to her bank account and not through a third party like Keemstar.
the one uncomfortable. What we're watching here is Amber trying to curate drama she controls while rejecting drama she doesn't. And the tension in this stream comes from the fact that the rest of the cast clearly sees the show as what it is, a spectacle built on messy internet personalities colliding. Amber loves messy content, as long as she gets to approve the rest first. And that's not how this genre works.
I would agree with that, and I think that's why Lolcow Universe has worked out for her thus far, is that she's been allowed to be a part of the narrative with Keemstar about, like, what is and isn't talked about. One of the things from the stream I didn't cover was Keemstar talking about how he had purposely protected Tommy from being talked about on the Lolcow anything show, like any specific show they have. Nobody was allowed, like, that was the one thing about Amberlynn that was off limits, and that's because that's what Amberlynn wanted, and it seems like it's moving away from that now, which I think a lot of people predicted eventually it would move away from Amberlynn just getting whatever she wanted.
Yeah, now she was leaking the private messages of another co-host. It feels like whoever is the next person, you're not gonna be able to tell them anything, right? That's the vibe that I'm getting, right? After Scooter, who came off as your friend, I'm your buddy, you can trust me, we're friends before we're coworkers. And then at the same time, he's like messaging other people saying, "Oh, this bitch gives me a bad reputation. I hate that if I have to work with her." Doesn't that feel? And where's your trust at now in the LCU?
I don't trust anybody.
No one.
No one. That's how it's made to feel for a lot of the hosts. A lot of the hosts feel that same way. Not a lot of us talk to each other about our personal It's just
y'all are weirdly.
The thing is, you want to work.
Y'all have leaned into just being a part of this hot mess ass express where you all degrade yourselves and others for money. from like this is Amberlynn's legacy now. Like, there's no content out there on Amberlynn's own channel to tell you anything about who she is. There's hours of content on the Lolcow universe now of this being what Amberlynn's about.
Jose, because I would definitely 1000% be 2v1, and I'm not going to do it. I will leave very, very quickly. I will literally turn off my video immediately. Like, you guys think I'm joking? No, this isn't K-Fab. This isn't Actress Lynn. I will turn off and leave.
This is an Actress Lynn.
Nothing scares Amber more than basic math.
This is an Actress Lynn. So you agree, you've been acting.
2 versus 1. Immediate resignation letter.
Can you give us a hint? Is it a boy or a girl?
No.
It says Amberlynn.
I'll give you one hint. They look similar to Justin Bieber.
Oh wait, no, I'm not gonna sing that. We don't sing Nicki Minaj anymore, sorry. Wait, but Justin Bieber lookalike would be Tommy Salami, Emily Bemily.
Get out of here. See, he liked the chaos. He probably enjoyed me and Mike going at it. He probably loved that Mike screamed at me.
Zay.
Well, I think if it's
Keemstar doesn't understand. If it's Zay, I'm leaving. I'm literally, I will message you that privately.
I really don't think he gets.
He wants me here, my love. He wants me here.
Make it Zay. Make it Zay. Make it Zay Zooted or whatever her name is. Make it, please. Whatever gets Amberlynn off this show, make it. Make it happen. Make it happen. Get her back on her own YouTube channel.
Well, I do want you here, but I mean, if you crash out and quit, you know.
It's not crash out and quit. Crash out and quit is coming back. I'm talking about quit.
Nah, you'll come back.
If you do Zay, it will be 2v1, and I told you from the jump, I'm not doing that.
Is she saying it'll be 2v1 because it'll be Zay and Fupa Cheese versus her?
Because it's also 1000v1 because I have to sit here with this chat as well, and that would be misery for me. Like, once this affects my mental health...
Girl, 1000 versus 1 is any fucking live stream you ever did on your own channel anyways, Diva. What do you mean?
Out. I'm out, bro.
Okay, good.
Okay, Amber, the else...
Zay Zooted. Put Roxy on. Bring in Quirky Love Rosie. Anybody at this point that will get Amberlynn Reed to quit this god-awful fucking show.
LCU has been affecting your mental health since you've been here. It's been affecting Fupa Cheese's mental health since she's been here. It's been affecting Tech Protect. It's been affecting me. It's been affecting all of our mental health. This place is nuts.
Uh-huh. You know what would help your mental health, Amberlynn? It's been a long time since I've had the pleasure of saying this to you. But you know what would help your mental health? Go to therapy!
Because not only that, like, I love Sweet Tea. I know people tried so hard to make us hate each other, but it's just probably not gonna work. So Sweet Tea's pregnant. Hi. I don't know if Girl World knows, but you guys know now. We were doing drinking streams, and Sweet Tea had to fake being drunk. I know I saw people in the chat saying, oh, but she drank blah, blah.
She's pregnant? Oh, God. She's pregnant and her income relies on her being a mess on Lolcow Universe. Because she's not out of the LCU, she just left the bus show. Oh, that poor child.
No, that was fake. Wasn't real. But Scooter goes and tells Gidgy. And then all of a sudden, so many people know.
I knew 6 weeks ago, and I didn't divulge it. Scooter didn't tell me. Gidgy didn't tell me. A lot of people knew, not just Gidgy.
Then where did you hear it from?
I will never tell you that. I'm from the street, bro.
So that
means... That's me choking on water. The water went down the wrong tube. Tina's saying she's from the street. Of which trailer park, Diva? What do you mean you're from the street? Whenever Tina pops up onto the screen, first of all, Tina's also a bigot. In case you don't know about Miss Ma'am in the bottom right-hand corner, also a bigot. I mean, this is who Amberlynn has chosen to surround herself with. It's just like the worst of the worst people on the internet.
There's other people telling Sweet Tea's stuff, and it wasn't just Gidgy and Scooter.
Correct.
Ooh, that's tea to me.
Okay.
That's news to me, and that's fucked up.
Okay, we know what's even more up is the fact that you and Scooter talked about Sweet Tea under wraps, and you felt a certain way about her getting a free ride over here too, and you're showing this audience here that you love Sweet Tea. You both voted her off of here because she wasn't.
I can leak DMs. Keem, if you give me permission, I will leak DMs.
Okay, just like you sitting there saying that you went.
Wait, didn't she just say she didn't want Gidgey on here? Oh wait, no, that was Fupa Cheese. Fupa Cheese said she didn't want Gidgey on there because she would leak DMs.
Talk about Scooter. You told your audience that you heard about DMs that Scooter talked about you, but there's no DMs of him actually talking about you. But you told the audience you did. You heard it from Tropic, who's crazy.
Why would Tropic lie? That's where I'm confused. So if he's close to Scooter,
because he got his feelings hurt by Scooter, because
Scooter said he wasn't his friend.
That's exactly why.
That's all that happened. He wanted a closer relationship, a parasocial relationship like you had done to you. People getting close to you to get information, and Scooter said, "You're not my friend, bro." And all hell broke loose. But why did you automatically believe that Scooter was bashing you without no proof? None.
You told the Tropic because you.
Is this? Listen, I did click on this. I did click on this video because it's allegedly about Amberlynn Reid snapping. I'm gonna be so patient. I'm gonna be so fucking patient because I need to see. I assume it has to do with this fucking weird ass girl world love triangle. I don't respectfully, I don't care about Scooter. That booger looking kind of a man? No, I don't give a shit about that man. That son of racist ass Gidgey, I don't give a fuck about Scooter. I don't care about his friendships. I don't care why he quit this show. I don't care what Amberlynn might have said about him. I don't care about him. He looks like a giant booger.
We'll go to somebody who has internet fame, which is kind of, and tell them so-and-so said this about you with no proof.
Did she just... See, and this is why Tina's a bigot. I assume Apathetics just bleeped out, muted her saying the R word. That's what it sounded like.
That's gonna happen to all of us.
So the Tropic's lying is what you're telling me.
Hopeful says, you are all getting a first-hand look at how ALR manipulates everyone she comes in contact with. Tina knows what is going on.
It's wild how Amber demands receipts for literally everything, until it's something she wants to believe.
Right.
And suddenly rumors are enough to full-on fire a co-host.
Right.
What am I manipulating? By being hurt by Scooter? By crying about it? By being like, I look stupid. Like
Amberlynn is master manipulator.
I didn't even look stupid for A, believing Tropic or not believing Tropic.
You absolutely always have looked stupid, absolutely. This is not a new phenomenon, Amberlynn.
What am I manipulating?
Okay, well, we thought that this right here was going to tell some real tea on you and have some attacks about ALR's business and what she did, and y'all are friends in the having hangouts, talking about makeup and shit. So make us believe that this is real. You guys are really friends or you guys are enemies? Which one is it?
Well,
her girlfriend is a fucking feeder, and everybody knows it, and we're done protecting Emily.
Some quick context. Amber randomly showed up in another Lolcow sleep stream where the hosts clearly didn't want her there, and it turned into a whole awkward mess that ended with Mike, the creative director, cussing her out. Tina comes into this current stream specifically to confront Amber about that situation, and that's where things start escalating.
I don't like disrespecting other shows, so yes, I've never hopped into Queens, but I saw you guys were live for 7 hours, and I was like, oh, it's the weekend, everything's a little bit more laid back. So I went in there, and I'm sorry, but the way Mike...
Wait, also, Fupa Cheese really has been so fucking quiet. I'm gonna need her to start speaking up. I'm gonna need you to start speaking up, Diva. Say something. You're letting Two-Tooth Tuna over here... getting all these jabs on Amberlynn Reid like that wasn't the job you were hired to do. Diva, please be serious.
Me? I do not forgive it. He has not reached out to me. Nothing. I will not be at Fat Camp if he's there.
Okay, well listen, Amber. First
and
of
I know
all,
he's above me, so he'll be there and I won't. I'm sorry, everyone, you heard it here.
You're the one that needs Fat Camp the most.
You're using it as an excuse. Everybody does that. Last year too, did we, Jack? Oh, everybody's scared of this person. Becky was scared of this person. Guess what? Becky went to Fat Camp. I'm tired of hearing that shit. You guys are looking for excuses not to do your job. If I gotta go with one leg and drive 27 hours, you can best believe you're gonna be there. And if you're not, then I'm gonna ask some questions.
You have one leg, but I have 17 legs.
Amber said she's only gonna go for a few days anyway. She wasn't even...
You have one leg, but I have 17 legs? What is that? What is that attempt at a drag? What is that attempt at... Did I mishear her? Let me go, because listen, I've been mishearing and misunderstanding a lot lately, so let me just make sure I heard the right thing.
One leg and drive 27 hours, you can best believe you're gonna be there. And if you're not, then I'm gonna ask some questions.
You have one leg, but I have 17 legs.
Amber said she's only going to go for a few days anyway.
And what does Amberlynn mean? I have 17 legs. Am I really just mishearing that? Or is she just talking about how big her I don't get it. I don't understand. Get to the part where Amberlynn crashes the fuck out.
Anyway, she wasn't even going to go the whole fucking amount.
Yeah, because I have fucking plans, dumb. And if you're there, I ain't going either.
Going to bingo?
I haven't been to bingo in 900 years, you parasocial freak.
Everybody's making plans.
You parasocial freak. Oh, okay.
Talk to women like that.
I don't give a fuck. He talks to me like that.
It's scary. It's scary.
It's scary. It's over the internet. You're dating a bitch over the internet who's going to your detractors and you ain't scared of that. But you're scared of a man talking loud? Get the fuck out of here.
All he could do was make fun of my weight and scream at me. Like, what was that?
Well, he asked you to leave and you chose not to do it, bro.
No, there's a few clips of him saying that he wanted me to stay.
And then after you stayed, and then you said you had nothing to offer us, and you're talking about our chat, what we should be doing, and what we're not doing, you're critiquing this motherfucker. We've been doing it for 8 hours. But what does that got to do with you, Amber? You're scared of Mike yelling at you? You have been yelled and trashed by the best of them. I think you're looking for excuses right now. I think
Amberlynn being upset about anybody yelling at her after some of the shit I've seen of clips of her on this goddamn Lolcow universe bullshit. Please. That's why I will never take her seriously, and probably should have never taken her seriously about the time that she was crashing out about me allegedly, making her feel so unsafe on the internet. Oh, Zach made me feel so... No. Girl, please be so serious. Please be so fucking serious.
I think you need to be true to yourself, because you made a lot of comments about how you're the reason why your channel's successful. No, your channel's successful because of Keemstar too.
We can agree to disagree. It's fine.
Okay, and you seem to think that you're owed something. Listen, you're not no bigger than anybody else on this motherfucker.
Well, you can't say she's not bigger.
I actually think that, bro. It's entertaining us to watch a fat chick think that she's the best thing that's ever happened, okay?
It's not entertaining, it's just annoying as
No, you're stupid.
Yeah.
You got this problem with you. You think everybody's out to get you. I talked to you personally and said stop your shit. You slapped grape jelly on you. You are now part of the LCU, pal. So get the moving, because you guys.
I will say that was from that stream. I didn't cover either. The one where she was like, where Keem was like, "Hey, by the way, like Tommy is back on the table for being talked about." For whatever reason, because girl, you know I didn't watch for the context. But for whatever reason, she had like jelly all over her face. She was just, it was something. It was a sight to behold.
Ain't no better than the rest of them. We've all done it. Exactly.
I heard that just because we played one little tiny prank.
No, not good. Get out of here.
Now Tina's talking about how I killed my cat.
She didn't say that.
I'm just saying.
She said if she was your cat, she would have run away too. You look like a f***ing Yeti. Take your ass back to your f***ing channel. Go make your f***ing money with Xylee and them, and get the f*** out of here. Amber, our channels made the same amount of money last month, okay? Why don't you check your f***ing paycheck you're getting and the one that I'm getting? Get out of your own egotistical head, you dumb fat. Go kill another cat.
I got her. Let's calm down.
You stupid, fucking worthless. Let's talk about it.
Is there not a
What happened to the cats you killed, Amber? You know, fuck, we're doing a show. I told you I don't care what you have to fucking say. You shared your opinion, good. Now fucking go.
I'm sorry, but
You know, some of this makes me want to just go back and watch a Rachel video. That's how down bad I am right now. Something about this makes me want to go watch a full ass Rachel Reacts video. Cause why? Listen, I don't think Amberlynn's scared. But whoever likes to just sit and listen to a man yell over two women, like, it's not for me and my family. It really isn't. I'm sorry. Can we fast forward this?
But you were actually.
I don't care! I'm gonna start sending real shit. No.
Let me speak.
God.
Trust me, I don't know if you're trying to push him on purpose.
I think
this
I
is
got a
something
text
everyone
message just
kind
a
of caters to,
second.
right? My
You guys
cat's
will- no one does. You guys will not let me speak.
Listen,
It's not your show to speak on.
Go to your own show, bitch.
You want to?
you got told, Amber. You got told.
He didn't even apologize to me. He has not spoken to me or nothing. That's fucked up. I will not be at fat camp if his fat hernia is there. Point blank period.
Oh, you gotta stop.
If his fat hernia is there, girl, isn't. I'm sorry, hasn't she had a hernia or something at some point? Isn't that why she can't do something or another? Didn't she say, I don't know, I don't remember all of her lore with her weight off the top of my head. It's wild to sit here and listen to Amberlynn talk about somebody be fat after all of these years of complaining about people calling her fat. It feels like the fucking Twilight Zone.
Doing the manipulation bullshit, because then you're not going to go, and then you're going to be
on here. I don't want Keem.
And then you're going to be mad.
I don't want Keem on here. Like it's like he's not the one writing your paychecks, Diva.
There. By the way, I just kicked this. I'm going to kick her from the server too. Like, I don't know what the fuck she's thinking, but today's not the day.
See, that's what happens when you forget you're not actually running the circus. She's playing chicken with the one
that's what
guy
I
signing
just
the checks.
said.
And honestly, I can't look away.
Like, Amberlynn acted like her whole entire apartment isn't riding on the fact that this man pays her rent. Acted like she won't have 3 more homeless animals if this guy doesn't keep on paying her rent. Like, please be serious. I had to say 3 because I always forget, because I haven't really covered her a lot since she got Romeo. I kind of forget that Romeo exists.
Yeah, she's just got to get over it. She's got to grow the fuck up. To still be mad over it's like insane. Amber has to like reload the Discord. I kicked her from the Discord, so she's probably trying to figure out how to do that. She's going to be a minute. I don't think that there's I don't see any of this stuff that serious. Now, in the moment, I get it, but the next day, if it's still serious, like that's weird.
Where the f*** is Amber? Can someone message her?
Can you help Amber? She says she's having issues logging in.
Fuck.
So dumb. Okay, guys, so...
Amberlynn is down so bad. Like, girl, again, this is your legacy.
Today we are going to be talking about the Emily situation because Keemstar okayed it.
Oh my gosh, I cannot figure it out. I can't believe it.
Never do that again because she's too dumb.
I didn't kick her.
Oh, I mean, Keem kicked her and it's going to take her like 3 hours to get back in.
Amber, you're back!
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, Keem got angry, so...
Well, I'm just really annoyed. I'm so glad I'm not in a relationship with Keem. I feel really bad for Brantley. Just gonna say that because he's one of them ones that when a girl expresses how they feel, just because I didn't intentionally mean to hurt you, that you don't deserve a fucking apology. While I'm literally expressing that my feelings are hurt, you're gonna kick me from the whole fucking server, and I'm not gonna watch my fucking mouth. I don't care if you're my boss or.
And since when has Amberlynn given out apologies to people that she claims she unintentionally hurt? Like. Like, please be so serious. This is more of like Amberlynn fucking around and finding out. Listen, I'm here for all the girls to find out. I'm glad everybody's arriving at Find Out Station.
I don't give a...
The irony of her bragging that she doesn't care what her boss says is crazy, because she had that exact energy with YouTube, and they humbled her real quick. It's a bold move to go on a rant about not respecting your boss when you're about to ask YouTube to let you back into their partner program next week.
Well, also what I think is so interesting, okay, apathetic facts with the T. Clock that T. But what I also think is so interesting is all the ways that Amberlynn has always like talked about being my boss and other reaction channels bosses, and we should be grateful and blah blah blah. You should be grateful to your actual boss. Like, it's a hee hee ha ha that you're my boss, but Keemstar is literally signing checks to pay your rent, Diva.
Say whatever the fuck I want, and if I'm kicked for it, oh well. Why the fuck would I respect my boss if my boss doesn't respect me? Sarah, sit on it and spin. I'm pretty sure you don't get any. You're probably drier than the Sierra Desert or whatever the fuck it's called.
Well, girl, I don't think you should be talking about anybody's pussy being dry. I don't think you should be talking about anybody's pussy being dry. That's weirdly. God. Oh, I know what I was going to say. Also, stop. Listen, there are better people for you to steal phrases from than Chantal Marie, Chantal Show, Chantopolis, Flobby Bobby, okay? Sit on it and spin is her tired ass saying, get something new.
The chat was pretty adamant about, haha, she got what she deserved. But I think he overreacted a little bit. He said
That's not surprising. So did Mike. Birds flock together, don't they?
Birds of a feather flock together.
Fupa. That's all I gotta say. You sucked this show. I would fire you if I was your boss.
Anyway,
You guys are boring
back
as
to
fuck.
the Emily.
Well, also, let's be clear. Granted, this is an edit from Apathetic Facts, so maybe... I can't imagine that if Fupa Cheese did anything notable, that the Apathetics would cut it out, but thus far, Fupa Cheese has been pretty boring. Again, how are you gonna let somebody else come on the show and drag Amberlynn better than what I've seen you do thus far? That's just my hot take.
About that. So, not on this show, my love. Not on this show. You guys can do it if you want on other shows, but not here.
Amber's
girlfriend is not gonna
they confirmed to feed her. Her ex got up to like 1,000 pounds and was in a air facility. And there's actually photos of Emily laying on her gigantic stomach. And they were on...
can you serve her meet her, please?
I can, but I'm going to have to ask
Thank
questions.
Amber, what did you want?
And the pattern is getting impossible to ignore. The second Amber doesn't like where a conversation is going. She's on that keyboard, summoning Keem, like a distress beacon. He pops in, resets the room, and we're back to square one. And honestly, you can feel the fatigue setting in. The save Amber routine is getting old.
Well, also, I don't really understand, unless Keem's long-term plan is to just drag this shit out as long as possible. Like, quite literally... What he doesn't realize or seem to understand about Amberlynn is that, and this is what I think, like, girl world channels have known for a while, is there will always be something. So why can't we talk about this right now, and then in a month when something else crazy the fuck happens, we can talk about that? Like, we don't need to be protecting the tea just to, like, avoid like giving up the thing that's gonna make us money. Let's talk about it now, Keem. Let Fupa Cheese talk about Tommy Salami being a feeder, flirting with Rachel in the DMs. Talk about it all. Mention it all, Bethany Frankel.
Amber, what did you want?
So you have helped me protect my girlfriend throughout the LCU, and I've appreciated that very much.
Right.
And now that's like over. That's like broken. I'm fully aware. It sucks because it's leaking into my real life. I'm literally
What is that?
crying. Can you also turn off her camera? Hold on a
Oh my
second.
god.
They muted Fupa Cheese, and she said, "Let me pull up my phone and type something out." In case you don't know, it says Emily's a death feeder.
How the fuck can you kick? Can you kick her off the server? Okay.
Okay.
Listen,
So-
Amber.
Okay,
Amber.
it comes to this channel.
I know.
I mean, this show, not happening.
Hear me
This is too fucking much for one individual. This is not happening here.
I
It's
understand.
too much for one individual.
And that you're upset. My whole thing is, as soon as she started talking to your detractors, like, I am not helping her, bro.
Right.
I'm not.
On this show,
Also, though, that's such bullshit because Tommy Salami been talking to Amberlynn's detractors. Like, that's not new. It's recently new. Like, as in it happened again after maybe not happening for a while, but it's happened before, Diva.
I'm saying that is my boundary. Fuba texted me when it was me and Scooter and said, I have one boundary, and she told me what it is, right? Since then, I haven't mentioned it not one time. Because you want to know why? I respect people. And I understand she's a fucking sociopath.
She doesn't respect
But you're going to
anybody.
respect this, or I'm going to go ape shit on your fucking ass.
I don't care. Everybody
You-
already knows, Amber. Everyone already
No,
knows.
you
Like,
don't know.
I learned some of the lore about the current girlfriend today. It's not good.
And just like that, the safety net's disappearing. The one person who's been protecting Amber and Emily is starting to flip, and you can practically see the panic setting in.
Well, that's also just so ridiculous that, like, this is the problem with Keem. First of all, I don't believe that he just now learned about this, because that's goofy. And if he's being sincere about that, then I think that's also goofy, because these are people you're platforming. Not that I think Keem's ever cared about platforming a bad person. I think this is all part of the story a little bit for Keem, is like to find this reason to now flip the story. It's, you know, whenever I first covered the LCU and Amberlynn joining this, people referred to it as like a really bad version of like the WWE, and I used to watch it back in the day when I was a kid. I actually started watching it when it was still the WWF. And what you don't realize is that, like, they need people to shift. They need narratives to shift. And so they'll have wrestlers that one day will be good and the next day will be bad. And they plan out these elaborate storylines to make it happen. And I think that this is all part of the story. As Keem, this is the transition for Keem to no longer support Amberlynn and be propping her up. I don't think he's been stupid. He's a lot of things, but I don't know that stupid's one of them. He knows what he's doing on the LCU and how he's using all of these people to continue making money. This is a show for him, and so. I don't believe that he's just now finding out about who Emily Bemily is.
Good job, Emily. Literally all she had to do was stay out of Reaction Channel's DMs, but that's been impossible for her since she came into Girl
And that's
World.
true.
If someone does porn of guys like on their chest or something,
Okay, Sala. Shout out to Sala. She said, shout out to my friend Chantal's husband, allegedly Sala.
you think that they also do that in real life? Not all, right? The things that you are seeing.
I don't get the point.
I'm about to fucking tell you the point. What you see online is the only thing that you know, right? So of course you guys are going to look at this and be like, oh, okay, so this is who this person is. No,
Amber.
that was her job. I would not date someone who wanted me fatter.
Not really.
You
I
care
mean,
more
you
about
would.
money than like feelings of people.
That's not true. I care about entertainment. I care about like the people that are watching these shows are actually entertained and they're not bored.
Okay, if we want to talk about her going to a detractor, let's do it. But we don't have to bring up all the other fucking bullshit. That's literally just a rumor.
Well, not literally just a rumor. I think you confirmed. Were you not the one that said you found her Tumblr post where she was, as Charlie Gold puts it, DJing herself to women on oxygen tanks, like morbidly obese women on oxygen? Wasn't that you who said she was doing a special DJ set to that? Maybe I'm wrong.
Sorry, but this does not have to be on my show. This is my show. This is where I come to do my job, have the drama, have the whatever, but also have fun.
We're not pausing for the sirens. The sirens needed.
Bill, you
Everybody already knows!
But I don't want to talk about it!
47 minutes into filming, that was so worth it.
Okay, here's the number one problem. He is in a horrible situation, right? He's being manipulated. She's being used, and she's got to get out of this damn relationship. And I don't want to protect the person that's like using you.
Is she
I'm here
muted?
to tell you that I'm quitting.
Don't.
Okay, good.
Like, I've genuinely had fun here, but I can't do it anymore.
Quit.
I can't. You guys talk about Scooter not respecting me. Is that
Quit.
Fuba and you came?
We're somewhat friends, right?
You are not my fucking friend.
Okay, well, whatever. I'm not your friend, but we work together, co-workers.
She's not my friend. She's not my family.
Then, right? I feel
No,
like
we're not co-workers anymore. I'm here to tell you I am done. I am
Okay,
literally
good.
done. You're
Good.
going to find someone else.
Good.
I can't do this. I'm getting my fucking channel back in 9 days. I'm
Good.
done.
Let's
It's
go.
wild hearing her say she's getting her channel back in 9 days. Like it's already stamped and approved.
It's not.
Not hopeful, but certain. And that kind of confidence.
Honestly, I don't know how she's gonna claim that she's getting it back. I don't know how she's gonna claim that she's getting it back when she has like no content on her channel. Like, she's still gonna have to build up the watch time, which she could do easily if she just did like a live stream, like a 2-hour live stream. It would probably get her to the 4,000 hours of watch time easily. But she hasn't even done that, so I don't know why she thinks she's getting it back.
Only comes from someone who thinks the rules don't really apply to them. She's acting like YouTube is a formality she just has to walk
Right.
through, not a platform that literally demonetized her. And while she's saying all this, she's tied to the messiest, most drama-fueled show possible, right before reapplying.
Listen, Keem, Amber and Scooter were already talking about leaving together. They're already gonna fucking ass. Tell them that bitch. How about that? You use Keemstar, you bat hog. I talked to Scooter the other day for an hour and a half, you stupid bitch. Complaining about your money cut? Saying that you deserve more? Keem's getting more than you, but the bitch don't play with me, because I've been here too long.
Tina is
You're
actively
using me.
lying to you right now.
No,
I want
I'm
you to know
not.
that.
You're not a threat to me. Why would I lie? Amber,
Why are
shut
you
up.
lying?
Shut up. Scooter's told it all, bitch. You're done. You're done. Go back to your channel, you crap.
You think all these people here are your actual friends and they're f***ing not, and so you got f***ed over by being naive.
Yeah.
Narcissists aren't naive. So that proves something, in it? That proves something a lot, don't it?
When you were crashing out on your own channel, you said that Emily committed against you. She kicked you one time when y'all had that altercation in the bedroom, and then another time she kicked you off the couch. Now she went to Rachel saying that you lied. So which is the truth?
I'm not talking about this.
Emily is twisted. We also have Lexi saying...
I thought we quit. Amberlynn, I thought we quit. How are there 10 minutes left of Apathetic Facts' video?
Hook me up with Buffalo Wild Wings. All she wanted to do was feed me and make me more fat. That's a quote from Amber, who said we should take her diary as serious as Anne Frank's. This is probably the most important thing going on in your life right now, right?
She did say that.
He also said that when they were in Wisconsin...
You are nothing but a drama. You are literally a sociopath to see someone cry this hard and just keep pouring salt on the wound.
Well, girl, you said these things. You are crying because they are reading your own quotes, Amberlynn. They are quoting you. It's not Fupa Cheese that's sitting over here making you cry. It's your own words, Diva. It's your own words. Like, please reflect on that.
Are crazy.
This is the part that gets me. She didn't wander into this shit by accident. She was a long-time viewer. She knew the format. She knew the chaos. She knew the entire premise is loud.
Listen, I'm a hype up Apathetic Facts when she's making a good point, the same way that Rosie hyped herself up when she was playing them voice memos back. Yes, speak on it. Speak on it, Apathetic Facts.
Back and forth drama. And she said multiple times she wanted that energy. So watching her act shocked every time the show behaves exactly like the show is designed to is performance art at this point.
For sure.
What these people know is what they see online.
You're going to keep muting me. I'll just...
What these people know is what they've seen online because you said it. You said it. They're reading your words, Diva.
Roxy just texted me. But she said, and I quote, Emily is still talking to two different detractors as we speak, and they are talking about you.
No, that's not true. That is literally not true.
According to Roxy, it's happening
You don't know that, Amberlynn.
Working here, I thoroughly enjoyed working here.
Because you wanted ass kissers. Why won't you talk about it? They bring it up every day, and you cannot run from it when you especially went to your own channel and admitted that half of it was true.
I will say, when I quit the show because I am, there's gonna be regret.
When I quit the show because I am, but I'm still sitting here, girl, actually just log off then. Just log off.
Community, I know there is.
More stuff is coming out in 2 days.
That's what I told her. I literally said, I bet they have more and they're sitting on it.
I would not, I would not put it past Rachel to have more DMs, because you know she's so tickled with herself that she sat there and flirted with Tommy. You know she's got more.
They're sitting on it.
That's fine. Everything that happened before me and Emily in the last few months have been healing from this bullshit. I don't give a...
You haven't been healing from this bullshit if she's still out here DMing with Rachel.
Because you're desperate as...
It's not called desperate.
You have no self-respect that you would lay down with this feeder ass.
For sure.
I can say the same for what's her name, Bridget, Mike's wife. Don't get me started. I can twist this whole thing. I can twist this whole thing.
Girl, I don't know her. I don't know why you're bringing her up right now. You're sitting here deflecting off of Justin Feeder. Please be so serious.
And wait, this is my last show, and it really
good.
It really sucks.
Good.
Whatever.
She gets so desperate to steer the narrative that she just blurts something out that she probably shouldn't, and then immediately tries to frame it as Emily told me never to tell anyone, which is wild. Because if you're not supposed to tell anyone, why are you telling thousands of people on a live stream?
I'm about to say something that's probably going to make my girlfriend mad at me, but I'm going to say it.
Say it.
I did obesity. And I can't even... Emily was there every single day while her girlfriend or her fiance was passing away, broken. She died from pneumonia, which is really weird. Due to the fact that Scooter has it. Losing Colleen broke her. What Colleen did was for work.
Why, Amberlynn, in a world where you don't want us to talk about Tommy, Emily Bimley, you don't want us to come on here and talk about the things that you have said that she's done to you. in what world do you think it's chill to bring up her deceased girlfriend, fiance? Because also, let me be very clear, I feel like for all intents and purposes, like I've tried anytime that this has been a subject on my channel to not talk much about her, because like obviously she's passed. She obviously never signed up to be in Girl World. How would she know that Tommy would go on to find Amberlynn and do all of this, right? So like, why is Amberlynn bringing her into this? It seems like, honestly, it's her trying to get back at Tommy, would be my guess. She said, oh, Tommy, you want to be out here flirting with Rachel. You want to be out here flirting with Rachel. Well, let me talk about something that's going to hurt you. Because that is Amberlynn's MO, by the way. That's why last year about this time, she started bringing up things about my ex. She started posting on Instagram about my ex, saying like, oh, why doesn't Zach address why their ex needed a GoFundMe? That's what Amberlynn does. When she thinks she has nothing else, she's gonna say the meanest shit she can about somebody. The whatever she thinks is gonna hurt them. She did it with Destiny and Dana. She said, "Oh, why hasn't Destiny come out and told you all that Dana's dad killed their dog?" This is classic. If you're relatively new to Amberlynn, this is classic Amberlynn behavior, is what it is.
The things that you guys see was adult content because Colleen had no way to make money. And Emily helped Colleen lose weight. Emily was the best thing that happened to Colleen. Colleen's family said that, but the things that you guys see, it looks bad. I could literally sit here and be like, whoa, that looks bad. Sometimes people just do these things strictly because it's like, I need to make money, and I don't know how, so let me do something that I know is gonna get people wanting it. And that's what that was. Tommy is not that way with me. She does not force me to, like, yes, during crash outs, like, when I crash out, I will say the most unhinged you guys have ever heard, ever.
I think this is right there with it, Diva. I think this is right there with it.
And I never, ever mean it. I don't know if it's the BP, and it's like, yeah, I've said things about Tommy during crashing out moments that, like, I knew would make her look bad because I was so pissed. She has only ever supported my weight loss, urged me to get on the Wegovy pill, wants me to go to fat camp, supports my health, wants me to be mobile, literally driving me crazy because it's like who she is in real life is completely opposite of what you guys think of her.
Who she is in real life is somebody that's DMing with Rachel about you, Diva. Oh, ignore all the feeder allegations, okay? At the end of the day, she's talking to your biggest haters on the internet. Like, please be so serious. There's so many things to not like about her. You want to claim she's not a feeder? Okay, great. Whatever. So you want to stand by her being in Rachel's DMs?
BB.com is for multiple different types of people. Tommy likes fat people.
Have her come on the show.
Like,
have her speak the truth. Have her say just her story. She's go on camera. Just have her talk about what her positions are, what she did in the past.
She ain't never
the reasons
doing
behind
that.
it.
You guys really think for 2 seconds, you think that I would be with someone who did that?
Yes.
For 2 seconds.
Wait, not me and Fupa Cheese at the same time saying yes. Yeah, I do. I do think you would be with somebody like that.
I don't
Because
think so.
Fupa, you are insane.
Would be with a tree if it looked at you the right way. You are that.
Yes.
I know.
You said it yourself.
She would walk all the way to that tree if that tree looked at her the right way. Absolutely.
The first one to love your body just the way it is.
If you saw my DMs, you would think differently.
Literally right after the girlfriend was still seeking a piece within the oxygen tanks, Amber herself admitted it.
Yes.
It was a real fucking ledge.
I was
real
mad
bad.
that's not true.
Yeah, so Amber's saying now.
What? Okay, but here's the thing, Diva. You could say it was a lie. You could say it's not true. But that's your fault. You said all of this about her, and now you want us to just forget it all? Girl, the gag is that your relationship with Tommy is the only relationship you've been in where I think there were reasonably more people on your side than they were on Tommy's. I think people have been so against you being in a relationship with her because, believe it or not, believe it or not, I do think there are people who are concerned for your well-being in that way. And yet you're sitting on Al Gore's fucking internet defending your right to be in a relationship with this woman. Go for it. Go for it, Amberlynn. Live your truth. Nobody knows better than you, obviously.
Because of being upset, that's why she said it. Toby in $2 says, Amber, we all crash out and say things, but you as a public figure who has influence on people, you should be mature and professional enough to understand that what you say causes lashback on people.
And that's why I feel like shit about it. Trust me, every single day.
Emily was found on Colleen's post, like, supporting the shit.
That is how she made money. That is how Colleen made money. That was her job. She was an adult content creator.
She actively unalive herself. Because she was already
it was fake. It was fake. I'm not supposed to be saying this, but she would fake these things.
You're telling me a 1,000-pound woman is faking eating shit?
She lost hundreds of pounds while being with Emily and in that rehab. She was. You don't have to buy it. I'm literally sitting here, the most vulnerable I've ever been in my life. I will mute you again.
I don't care. I'll unmute myself.
Here we go again. For the 100th time, Amber threatens to mute Fupa the second she doesn't like what she's hearing. The difference now is there's no Scooter sitting there playing personal assistant and hitting the mute button on command. Fupa can actually stand her ground.
I love how the little, like, text-to-speech generator apathetic facts uses says, Fupa. Fupa.
And if she does get muted, she can just unmute herself. It's funny watching Amber try to run the same controls and realizing it doesn't work when there isn't someone enabling it in real time.
Like, genuinely, I am the most vulnerable I've ever been in this moment, and you still just look like a Lego piece. You are a sociopath. I do not.
Also, I made this comparison on Twitch one day because somebody asked me how I felt about Fupa's chin, and I don't feel any type of way about Fupa's chin outside of it is giving. If y'all ain't seen Eureka O'Hara from Drag Race in recent history, it's giving her chin. They are twin sisters. Twin sisters, chin sisters. They're chin sisters.
Working with me. It's either I go or you go or someone, because I cannot do this drama day in, day out. I can't. My heart cannot take it. I'm actually not joking. Quitting is probably the best option for me.
Good.
I understand your point, and you're trying to defend her and say that this is not...
I'm not defending her.
You are.
I'm not defending her.
Let me finish. I understand that you are saying these things, and you're saying X, Y, and Z is not true. It's not how it looks. But when you look at it from an unbiased point of view and you see all these pieces put together...
You're biased, though.
What about when you said Emily was looking at fat bitches...
I lied. I fucking lied. That's what I did.
Lied because then she was caught on TikTok trying...
My PC has had enough, by the way. It keeps restarting and starting itself over and over and over again. If you hear the computer fan running, I don't know. She's crashing out just about as bad as Miss Amberlynn does. If you don't know, I don't watch the video. I don't know why I do it this way. It's just how I've done it forever. I don't watch on my actual PC. But she's crashing out just as bad as Amberlynn.
Trying to slide into someone else's DMs, and that girl was morbidly obese, laying in hospital bed with an oxygen tank.
Are you talking about Zio? That's just a friend of both of us.
Em met her baby's father while she was in a psych ward, and he was morbidly obese, and they were both into that community. You're saying it's not
she
true?
met him at a wrestling match. See Fupa, thinking that she was there? She literally met him at a wrestling match.
She met him at a wrestling match.
I believe Emily was... this woman was her fucking soulmate.
How is Tommy gonna feel about you talking about her baby daddy when she even is begging her side piece Rachel not to talk about her kid?
She wouldn't be already trying to talk to people weeks later.
It's a psychology. Yep. Just like when your dog dies, you get a new one. A lot of people do it.
It's not even fair to you for her to try and get into a relationship with you if she's really not over this woman.
Right.
I don't care, because you have no self-respect.
Right.
How about that? $2 says she died of pneumonia secondary to obesity. Her weight put her in the higher risk, and she couldn't recover normally because of the weight. Colleen could not make extra money while using government medical benefits. If you believe that, Amberlynn, then you need to reevaluate. Why is your girlfriend still talking to Rachel?
Your girlfriend has obviously deceived you recently and in the past. And did a lot of untrustworthy things. I don't know why we're taking her word on her past girlfriend. It's
because I have proof. I'm a real life living person, who has talked to her family. I lived with her for 3 months, etc., etc. So
Yeah, but she could be lying to you.
oh, so everyone is lying. Okay.
Well, do you think her family is going to tell her bad stuff about her to you?
Okay. No one actually gives a Keemstar. The people who act like they care, they hate me. Like, this is all for drama and for views and content and for money, where I only get this much of it. I'm so tired of this show.
Yeah, quit the show and start doing this on your own channel then, Diva. I would love that. I would love to not have to sit through the filter of fucking Keemstar yelling, Tina coming on and yelling, Fupa Cheese yelling. I would love to just sit and, well, I don't know that I'd really love to sit and watch you. But I want the option of, if I do want to watch you, I'm gotta sit through this nonsense. I want it direct from the source.
I do care, and I feel like this woman cannot be trusted.
Okay, well, she can't.
Oh my god, my computer's still crashing out.
Cry before, random fact. I'm literally the farthest from a narcissist.
You threatened me, and you said, I'm going to quit if you keep talking about this. I think it's more important that I talk about this, because I really don't like it. I see what the instructors are saying now.
It's not real. I wish more than anything, I wish that you could just meet her, meet me. We all just get so real. Like, you would change your opinion so fast. Maybe. People.
Well, then bring Tommy Salami on the show. Bring Emily Bemily up onto the panel, girl. I don't know.
Thanks, bro.
Look, I'm not trying to make your life miserable or your job miserable or the show miserable for you. But this is the main story. This is the biggest story surrounding this show. It's not you fighting with Mike. It's this.
If you think I'm trying to manipulate, then you're absolutely insane. So no matter the only thing that people want me to say is, you're right. You're so right, and I broke up with her.
You can say all this in her defense, but what about her sharing screenshots, her Reddit posts about you, or the audio messages? She does not respect or love you.
I don't care. This was so long ago that I don't care. Oh my god.
She just did it.
She said the word no.
And he just said there's more coming out.
There's more coming out from months ago. I don't care about that.
You know, earlier when Amberlynn was like, whoever was saying something mean and rude, how like she was like, oh, I don't care, that person is drier than the Sahara Desert or whatever. Girl, Amberlynn is so desperate to not have the Sahara Desert going on that she will sit by and let Tommy Salami continue to disrespect her like this. Like, it's crazy to me. It's nuts. Don't make no sense.
Why would Amberlynn Reed date someone with that history? That's just dumb. You're actually a popular YouTuber, and you decided to date, like, someone that has a history of being a feeder.
I'm telling you, that's not the way our relationship is.
You could be telling me 100% the truth, but you still dated someone that played the part of being a feeder.
Right.
Are you...
Well, Keem, you don't have to use that word. Shut the fuck up. But the rest of the points are points that the girl world community's been making, if we're being so honest. So just go find your favorite reaction channel, and they just made all the points Keem did without using the R slur.
What happened?
Why don't you invite her onto the show?
Yes.
Ask her.
At one point, she was going to. I need to make something very clear, that I respected you, and I wanted you on the show, and that's why you're here. That is why you're here. Okay? I want you. No, let me fucking finish.
I don't care about here.
I thoroughly believed that you were going to be able to be respectful of boundaries. When you told me.
Listen, this is one of the only times that I'm like, I don't know if this is scripted, because this is given Amberlynn's true nature. This is giving Amberlynn the house down boots.
Your boundary. Me and Scooter both, we immediately said, of course. I want nothing to do with you.
I'm here to work, not be your friend, and that's where
this is not. Doing what you're doing to me now is not work.
It is.
That's not work.
Let me ask you something. Do you think I would really come on here, risk my job, and out something without having it cleared before I came on here? I had that cleared. The topic that we're talking about right now, I had it cleared.
By Keem.
I'm not saying by who.
He's our boss.
You know what? You're not going to hold my thing over my head like a fucking bitch. I'll just come out and say it.
Oh.
Well, the thing I told her was off limits was my hair. They were going after my hair, saying it was thin, saying I was using extensions, whatever. Honestly, that kind of hurt my feelings because I have lost over 50% of my fucking hair because of a GLP-1, of rapid weight loss. But I'm not going to sit here and let this man come on it over my head and say,
I'm a man now?
I did it.
And then he went behind my back to our boss and said, ooh, can I talk?
All of a sudden, Amberlynn's worried about getting misgendered. Okay. All right, Diva.
About this today. And the fact that he approved it, it just goes to show that the type of people I am working with, and it's making me sick. I'm happier without it. This show is mine. I'm the entertainer here. I need to be comfortable.
It's not your show. If it was your show, you would have a YouTube channel that was monetized, but you don't. And so you sold yourself to the devil, aka Keemstar, and now here you are, Diva. And now here you are.
I'm not. God, I miss Scooter. Scooter and Sweet Tea, that was like, it was not this.
Oh, poor girl. Okay, well, Apathetic Facts, thanks so much for your hard work of consolidating all of that down into something watchable. Appreciate that, Diva, and I'll try to do my best to remember to link that down below, but I'm sure people in the comments will remind me if I do forget. But anyways, that's all I have time for today, because honestly I gotta go live stream on Twitch, so join me over there at twitch.tv/thezacharymike. But thanks so much for hanging out today. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you're brand new to my channel, consider subscribing down below. Hit the bell button so you get a notification every single time I post a new video. Leave me a comment, hit like, click share, and follow me on all my social media. I had so much fun today. I hope you did too, and I'll see you all next time. Bye!